how to market, how to lead, how to grow, how to finance your business. So super excited about that. For those of y'all that don't know me, my name is Netta. I'll do a more formal introduction later, but I want to go ahead and get the first panel started. We excited? We ready?
Yes!
Thank you. Yes! Energy, yes! So I am going to announce my co-host now, who will announce the panelists for the first panel. So Alexandra Stewart is a creative entrepreneur, Parsons School of Design honor alumni, and New York City transplant from Houston, Texas. Currently working in media. Her background includes creative direction, branding, and visual content development for elite media and sports brands including Nike, Jordan, NBA, Refinery 29, White Ball, and Glossier, amongst others. Allison founded Free Juice as a platform for like-minded individuals who are established or aspiring entrepreneurs to connect and share ideas and resources. Her goal is to create a space that facilitates building a strong, diverse network in conjunction with providing knowledge on building an independent business. Give it up for Allison.
Everybody in good spirits? Yes. Okay, well first I just wanted to say thank y'all all for coming out. I know it's a Saturday and the weather is beautiful and you could be literally anywhere, but you're choosing to be here to get knowledge and to mingle and network with each other, so we're very appreciative. So give a round of applause for yourself. So like I said, my background is in media, entertainment, and sports, and I founded Free Juice because I'm so passionate about network and about entrepreneurship, right? And so much of the time I find that a lot of people say, I have a 9 to 5, I can't start my own business, or I don't know where to start, or I don't have this person to connect me to this person. So I just want everybody to look to your left, and now look to your right. So that is a resource, and when you have lack of capital, I don't want that to be the reason why you don't start business, right? I want to implant in you that we don't own anything if we don't own anything, right? So I want to be able to give the platform to start your businesses, use each other as resources, and find that aligning factor to be able to build, right? Okay, so how many of y'all use social media? Perfect. So during this panel, I just want to remind y'all to follow Free Juice at Free Juice NYC, and use the hashtag Free Juice as well as the hashtag Where's He After We Start, okay? So, my panel is called Pitching, Marketing, Strategy, and Producing. So we all know how vital social media is, and we want to be able to use that efficiently to build your platform, your business, your brand, your idea. That's the most efficient way to visualize, to maximize your visibility, right? Right? Is everybody right? Yes. Okay, so these ladies on this panel are literally revolutionaries when it comes to creating impactful content. They have mastered the way to produce, market, and leverage their brands and broaden business opportunities through impactful content with the help of social media. So, when I introduce you ladies, just come up and join me on this couch, right? So first we have Lexi Valentine. She is an entrepreneur currently working within sports and tech. After walking on to a Division I team, Lexi has consciously worked on giving back to female student athletes and providing them with an experience unlike hers. When she isn't glued to her computer at Salesforce, she spends her time mentoring and coaching student athletes ages 2 through 17 and women 18 and up through the game of basketball. She's currently working on her own LLC with her best friend to continue creating experiences for high school student athletes. Lexi! Next we have Ariel Chambers. Ariel is a women's basketball multimedia journalist and on-camera personality who got her start in an unconventional way. Ari began in performance-based game day entertainment and has since become an innovator in the women's basketball space, with emphasis on the WNBA, where she served as a digital host. And last but not least, we have Khristina Williams. Khristina is a proud New York native who founded Girls Talk Sports TV in July 2018. Girls Talk Sports TV is a new sports media platform which gives women a voice and visibility in the sports industry. broadcasting, started as a reporter for Fashion One Television, providing real-time coverage and updates of the latest trends and events impacting the fashion and beauty industry. She eventually crossed over to entertainment reporting, working with networks like MTV and Where is the Buzz TV, to name a few. Williams' passion for sports stemmed from being a former student athlete. During her college years, she volunteered her weekends to coach and mentor youth girls at Malakoff Girls Basketball League, where she won 3 championship titles as a coach. So thank you, ladies, for joining us. So in this panel, we want to use it with these questions to figure out how to A, develop an organic audience, B, convey necessary content, and most importantly, C, figure out how to transcend a social presence into monetary impact, right? And we think that y'all have done that flawlessly. So. Yes, y'all have really done that. Flawlessly. Okay, so to kick it off, in this day and age where companies are more inclined to work with figures with a greater social media presence, Ari, how has your experience been as far as approaching or working with companies?
So with my particular situation, I was a model, so my Instagram following is mainly because of that. But over the years, can I just tell them how I started?
Yeah.
I can just tell you how I started? Okay, great. So I used to do Knicks, Rangers, and Liberty fan interaction and game day entertainment. And then for Liberty Tour Patrol, we used to do children's book, but now I don't know. But I noticed a lot of my friends played in the WNBA and they weren't getting covered. And I was like, I can do this. So back then the away teams used to stay at the Renaissance Hotel. So I put my phone up against one of those little phones in the conference rooms and just started recording interviews and posting them on YouTube. It got picked up, like the traction picked up, and then on Twitter, I don't know if you guys know about WNBA Twitter, but they're very like cult-like, and so it's easy to rise to the top with WNBA. And so my passion led to like numbers, and companies started noticing. And so what they did was, like, I work at Bleacher Report right now. They found me. It's not a matter of like approaching companies as much as like doing what you want to do, posting about it the way you want to post about it, because that creates a lane that like hasn't been touched before, right? So they're always looking for the next best thing, the newest thing, something that's unique that's gonna take them, you know, in a different direction than say another company. So they saw, like me, I'm very candid and raw about everything that I do. So they saw that, thanks girl. They saw that and they were like, okay, we need that type of rawness so we can set ourselves apart. And so that's like how I ended up with different companies, and like now, like with connections being made there, I'm getting other opportunities.
Can I just add to that?
Absolutely.
So
I know she
Ari,
wants to say
no,
something.
sorry. When I tell you Ari's passion like didn't stop regardless if we were working in game entertainment, because we both have a background working at Madison Square Garden for 3 different sports teams. Ari would literally do a teacher toss with us, get off the court, and literally be behind her laptop within the next 10 seconds. And it's just remarkable to see her like never take no as an answer, and really create her own lane. And she found her channel. So like I'm so proud of you, obviously. But I just want to really point it out. She would bring her laptop to work with her every single day, and there was never, she couldn't find time to make an opportunity happen. She always found that time and continued to stay with it in regards to consistency. So.
And I also want to add, Ari is the reason why I cover the WNBA.
Y'all just saying about me?
We met at Whole Foods in Harlem, and she told me her passion about the W, and she actually helped me get my first credentials for Girls Talk Sports TV to cover New York Liberty a year later. I covered the entire season thanks to Ari, and she's also has been a contributor to Girls Talk Sports, so her passion kind of like ignited my passion for the W and the coverage as well.
Go W. Go right there. It's playoffs. It's calling you the Power from the East Coast. Y'all can make it. Y'all can go to Connecticut at the end.
All right, Khristina.
Yes.
I know your platform recently got rebuilt because
Yes.
Instagram took it down,
Yeah.
and you're trying to rebuild your following. Can you name a situation where the number of followers you have has worked to your advantage?
So, with me, I don't really worry about the numbers. That's more for the companies that want to like collaborate with me. I'm more about the engagement and like getting to the fan base. And so, just to answer your question, one way that followers helped me, the VP of the Pacers digital strategy reached out to me to do some cross branding to that kind of help with content and getting my platform out there as far as growing the following and people noticing, and also Foot Locker have also reached out to me.
Shout out to the plug of
Yes. Foot Locker. Yeah, the Foot Locker team also reached out to me to do some micro influencing for them as well. So
What does micro-influencing mean?
just like people with small platforms like Girls Talk Sports TV, being activated for different events, whether it be play basketball games. Ari and Lexi, if you go on the Foot Locker women's page, you can see them modeling off new shoes, doing wear tests, different things like that for the company.
Okay, and Lexi, as a follow-up to that question, how does someone with no followers or company affiliation go to getting these events, exclusive partnerships, and getting into great events?
Yeah, so that definitely describes my situation as a whole. I have no following. But let's see. So I would say just staying true to yourself. There's like quirky little things that I do. I do a thought of the day where I take what inspires me or something that I've read and I turn it into my own words and use it for social media. So posting something like that every single day. I do a Music Mondays where like I play my favorite song and dance in the mirror and like I just post it. I'm my authentic self 24/7. I think that's really hard to do in this day and age because we're so actuated on what are others going to think about us. And to tell you the truth, once you focus on that in regards to your social media and your presence and your branding, that's when you get lost in the situation, you know, staying true to who you are, allowing the brands to see what you love and what your passion is for. That's how I build my following for the most part.
And then Lexi's a connector too, since you
Yes.
want to stroke my little ego. She's the one who can take like something out of nothing. She'll reach out and be like, Ari, you need to know this person, or Khristina, you need to know this person. She hosts runs. She does everything. So she gets out in the community and does that real grassroots thing that's really important. It's like beyond the digital space. You have to actually know how to talk to people, how to interact with them, how to put them together, and then do it altruistically so that they're like, what's your intention? Oh, she's good. She's good. Because I keep her close. And that ain't me.
I love helping people. Like I know I can't change the world personally, right? I may not have the funds, I may not have the following, but I believe maybe one of us in the room can change the world. And like, there's no reason why I can't connect Khristina to an Ari or Khristina to an Allison. Like their connection and their connection and their friendship doesn't hinder me. And I feel like in so many different industries, we're so focused on if I promote the next person, then I will get promoted, and that's when you leave it like in God's hands, so to speak, and you let that promotion happen to you organically. So yeah, connecting the dots. I wish there was a title or occupation for that, but I guess just helping others. So. No.
Being a good person is more
The outlet.
It's fine.
Love it. Okay, so this question is for everyone. So getting back to the notion of where TF do we start, which is the title of this event, what or who gave you all the power to say, I've got this, and take those necessary fundamental steps?
So in July 2018, I was in a really rough spot. I was supposed to help launch a basketball league here in New York City, and I felt like their mission didn't really align with what I wanted to do as far as sports. And so I stepped down from doing that. And that's kind of how I met Lexi, because I was recruiting girls to play for this league. And I stepped down, and a few weeks later, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with myself. And the idea for Girls Talk Sports TV literally came to me at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I text all of my friends, like, what do you guys think about this idea? They thought that I was crazy. And I was like, perfect, I'm going to start it. So one weekend, I started Girls Talk Sports TV. And really, like she said in my intro, it's just a marriage of my two passions, sports and media. I see right up here from today on, go to. So growing up, I was always into like fine arts, creative arts, and GoTo is a scholarship program that gave me the opportunity to be able to, explore the arts and go to arts camp for, 4 weeks?
3 years.
Yeah, 4 weeks to 3 years out of the summer to really grow in that talent. And so, as I got older, I loved storytelling, and it just kind of like evolved from acting to media and broadcasting. And so Girls Talk Sports TV is joining those two passions together, being a former student athlete, loving sports and media, and I made a platform to help other women and give them vision and visibility within the sports world. And Ari came came on board, I think, within a couple of weeks after I started it, and she really helped me grow that platform out. Thank you.
Sure do. So, honestly, some of my teammates at MSG reached out. Lexi and Tiff McPherson, she's the resident DJ in Madison Square Garden. I just distinctly remember us being at the Renaissance, and we just love getting wine at the Renaissance. It's just like a thing for us. And she was like, "You playing? You're not meant to be here. You're just not. This is like you're much bigger than that." And I was like, "Well, I don't know how to get started or whatever." She was just like, "What's stopping you from going upstairs and talking to your friends right now?" And I didn't realize that until like this moment that she's honestly the one that told me like, "Get your butt in this conference room and just start talking to your friends, and you got to make a way out of no way." But since then, I've been surrounded by a bunch of people that have just been so supportive. Like I have Howard Mandel, who gave me my first writing experience, because you know when you talk about sports, you need credibility. I was a cheerleader, so I had to figure out how to convince people that I knew how basketball really worked. LaShawn Robinson gave me my first color commentary job. Like you have to have like all these different traits to be credible. The Connecticut Sun organization gave me my first in-arena hosting job. Like there's so many people along the way that you meet that can give you different opportunities. And my biggest suggestion to people is just don't say no to them. I never thought I would do color commentary for the Atlanta Dream. Like that wasn't like a thing. I never thought I'd be an arena host. I don't like to. I'm not shy. I just don't like to get people hyped. That's just not like that's all Lexi right there. I don't like it. I'm not the one to be like, let's go. It's uncomfortable. But I'm not going to turn it down. It gets people out there.
Mind you, she did this for a living though.
I was a cheerleader.
Like,
I was a cheerleader. I will tumble on the court. I will not be like, let's go. It's not like that. So, but it added up to everything like that. And so there have been people along the way each step, and people that keep me saying like these two right there. Especially like Ashley keeps me in perspective, and Ray just keeps me saying during games, because I know I can be a PR's worst nightmare, and thank you so much for not putting me away in the trenches. So.
I think for me, a lot of this stemmed from my mom. Growing up in a single-family household, all I know is work, and her hustle is just undefeated. And so, being able to see that, and then also having her instill in me every day, like the world is yours. You're here for a purpose. My friend who trains at Switch, he always says, "On purpose with purpose." So, making sure you know what your purpose is and how to follow up on that. And she just always told me to never take no for an answer. The grad assistant, actually, NJ, is here somewhere. I literally found a coach that I wanted to play for at Wagner, Coach Heather Jacobs, and one day, after going through a junior college route, which for those of you that may not know, JUCO is a 2-year university when you're trying to either improve on your academics or athletics. That's where students usually find themselves. And Wagner being a 4-year private institution, I decided to write a letter, go to Wagner, and slip it under Coach Jacobs' door. And that's exactly how that happened. And she received the letter, told me to come play, told me no multiple times. She had me sit in her office and looked at me like, "Why are you here? You're not in my vision at all." And I was just like, "You're in mine, coach. Like, I'm going to do this." And
So what are we doing?
Yeah. So she gave me a trial period, and through that, she decided to allow me to be the walk-on. And just like having that passion and knowing what my values aren't going, like your no or you telling me you can't for me isn't going to stop me from going in the path that's destined for me. And I think like that really all stemmed from my mom and just figuring it out, like regardless of what it is. So thank you.
So this last question is for whoever wants to answer, right? How do you translate your social media into income?
I can take the lead on that. So
Yeah.
I think it's all something that we're still trying to figure out. I, for one, am not an Instagram model, so the posts that you see aren't sponsored, advertised. I mean, I will partner with brands, whether that's through product or through like influencing, so to speak, through your posts, like finding everyday people. But my pay is in a different sort of situation. It's through opportunities, I would say. So, and honestly, like going through entrepreneurship, I think opportunities are greater than any dollar value any of us can ever have in our hands. That dollar value expires, right? So whether you're buying new shoes, whether you're buying branding for your brand, that dollar value sometimes doesn't hold enough weight for what you need it to. But those opportunities, those connections, that event that you decide to go to will further you so much longer than that dollar value. So I personally will get paid in regards to, I'll give you product, or we can feature you. As Khristina mentioned, Ari and I have both been featured on Foot Locker's main hubs recently. But besides that, like connecting and finding different opportunities is how I get paid. I don't necessarily see a dollar value, and I'm okay with that.
Well, an extension of that, once you do want to start monetizing your Instagram, whenever a brand reaches out to you, ask them what's their budget. A lot of them try to get the one over, like there was this like muscle relaxing brand, and I was like, I really don't know about this, but what's your budget? And they weren't going to pay me at first, but then I'm like, I can't do it for under 500. It just is what it is. Like, and then you can start like leveraging in that way, especially if it's not something you're enthusiastic about. Now, Foot Action sent me some shoes. I'm like, okay, this is like for my benefit, so I'll do it for free. But it's just like, it just depends on what you want out of your brand. But always ask them. Never give them a number. Just ask them what their budget is, and then go higher. That's like my, like if they're like, we got you for 300, I'm like, but do you have 5? Like that would be great for you. And then you can sell up for, and that's more than what you would have gotten. But like you can get paid to post on Instagram. That you can monetize that. Micro-influencing is very important for the companies, especially if you can do a cross-branded post. Like trust me, I did a branding post. They can see your insights. So like I don't know how the buying followers works for you guys, but don't do it. Because what happens is when you start doing paid posts and sponsored posts, they can see like the engagement, they can see all the images. So
they pretty much said everything that I wanted to say. But with Girls Talk Sports TV, we just cross-brand with different teams and different franchises, and also with different companies like Foot Locker to get our content out there. And like Lex said, just taking the opportunity to definitely help elevate your career and your brand as well. So don't ever say no, but also like Ari said, know your worth.
But you can't say no. That's another thing I do want to tell you. Like if it's not on brand for you, I would suggest don't do it, because what's going to happen, like I used to take accessories and like cross promote, but I'm like, I don't want people expecting this out of me, because I'm not going to be that. That's not my lane. I don't want to do it. But like a lot of fitness and stuff, I'm going to be like, yes, hands down. But you want to shape your public image the way you want it to be shaped, so that like for the future, once you do get bigger, because it's going to happen, everything's gonna align more properly. Like Khristina doesn't have to worry about that necessarily, because Girls Talk Sports TV is obviously sports. But those of you that have like a personal brand that you want to make money off of, just make sure you're being really strategic, because now anybody can give anybody anything. Yeah. So you're gonna make sure you just like have things that will align with what you want to portray on, and then you can maintain. Because Lord, just maintain. Okay.
Nice. And so now we're going to open it up to the audience. Does anybody have any questions for this panel? Sure.
Yeah, I just want to question some questions. So, I understand you had a very eventful summer, from cleaning that Brooklyn bar to playing that Nike that classic.
Yes, bucket up. Yes, she is a bucket.
And not to mention you just started doing community basketball runs. Why don't you talk about your experience and what was your mindset behind that?
Yeah, great question. Thank you for covering us also this summer at Rutgers. Really appreciate the support. I love basketball, right? So my mindset behind basketball is to use it as the vehicle in regards to how I can bring more people together. And so basketball has become such a lifestyle now in regards to not only being a sport. People want to be involved with the brand. People want to wear basketball clothes. People want to watch basketball games. It's such a social opportunity. And so recently I've started these community over everything runs, and basically I just bring people in New York City together. So if you want to play basketball, all you do is write your email on my post of like me shooting a jump shot or me doing something silly, and I literally invite you to my community. I invite you to be a part of what I'm doing. I don't think, I think that in a lot of different spaces and gyms, you're judged on whether you played overseas or played in college, and so basketball is such a sport that anyone can play. I just want to bring as many people together as I can, so starting those runs just really holds true to my heart and allows me to help others in a different capacity. And through that, one of the photographers was able to shoot Serge Ibaka from just volunteering his time and wanting to be a part of something. I mean, it's really interesting how like saying no to an opportunity or saying yes to an opportunity can really change the spectrum. I have photographers that volunteer their time, but in return have 20 to 25 people posting their content on social media when the hype is fresh and the run just started, and now the word is buzzing. How can they get into the next run and things like that? And also, it's just a big networking opportunity. one of the players that came plays overseas, and now I connected him with a gym owner, and he's able to work out for free. And so just being the middle person sometimes. So I think that's what my mindset is behind. How can I use something that I love so much and a sport that's so true to others in regards to helping them?
Okay, do we have one more question? Anybody?
No question is a silly question, guys.
Go ahead.
Using analytics insights, is there a path you hope to grow within like the next 2 years that can use it either from a monitoring standpoint or from numbers of dollars that you hope to grow?
Well, you obviously want to have a percent increase often. Like you want to keep seeing growth because what's happening is like social media keeps changing, right? As far as Instagram, it's turning way more business-like, so all the kids are going to TikTok. So you're going to see more engagements on TikTok now, Snapchat, and those things. And I don't understand, it's not my thing. But to answer your question, I have no type of set number that I have to be out there. I don't have to have 100K followers. But like Khristina said at the beginning of the panel, I look at engagement. If I don't have like 200 comments, I'm not going to say I failed it, but it's not like a post that I knew registered well with the community. The point is like connecting your social platform to the public and receiving that. It's more about like having things talked about and interacting, and it's just you want to create a community with your platform.
Yeah, on my 1-year anniversary for Girls Talk Sports TV, my account restarted completely. And at first I was like losing my mind. I spent an entire year building this platform. I was like texting Ari and like what am I gonna do? And then I thought about it. I was just like, well, if the engagement was real, I can just restart it and not worry about anything. And like a month into restarting that, I already have half the followers back, and I'm already continuing to grow that platform. So just being real, being you, and being authentic will definitely help. The numbers will help too, as far as business and like getting bigger companies to sponsor you or to cross collaborate. But just being real.
But Lexi had a situation where her Instagram got wiped out too, and she like very good one. No, but like she built that back up because she knows how to engage with the community. So it's all about community engagement, all about being authentically you and pitching something that's unique to the audience that they can't find anywhere else.
Yeah, the numbers will come. Like, I had a stage where I was between like 8,000 and 10,000. People were just like, girl, it's 5 followers. And I'm like, no, it's not who I am. Like, I touch people in real life. So if Instagram like wipes out tomorrow, I know, hey, there was like 10 or 15 people that will still reach out to me next week about the runs or about what I'm doing, because one, they genuinely care, and two, they know I can aid them in some way. This internet thing, whether it phases out or not soon enough, like, it's not all of you. And I think a lot of us let it be all of us. So.
So can we give a round of applause for